So we go jump up in the morning, wake up in the morning, drink up, cause everybody mash up in the morning, jump up in the morning, wake up in the morning, drink up, cause everybody mash up in the morning. Wake up in the morning, grab on my mind, get to my head, time to unwind, my eyes are red, I'm having my juice, it's only 11 o'clock, and I really am tuned for
5 minutes after 8 o'clock, top of the morning to ya. And I'm here hanging with my girl, Candisie. Kay, what's up?
Good morning to you, Jamsa. Good morning to the listening public, the diaspora, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, all tuned in. Welcome to today's edition. This is the 19th edition, the 19th day of June edition of Island Tea. How are you doing, Jamsa?
I'm doing good. I just thought I'd start off with some caution from Antigua. And this is the big tune.
Oh, top of the morning.
Yeah, top of the morning.
Yeah, so top of the morning to everyone.
So what's on your mind?
Well, we have two big days today. We have, it's World Sickle Cell Day, and it's also the third year that Juneteenth is being celebrated in the U.S. Since it was recognized as a federal holiday. It's also known as Freedom Day, Emancipation Day, or American Second Independence Day. Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S. after the Civil War.
Yes, good call. Yeah.
Yep, and we said World Sickle Cell Day, so we are with all those folks that suffer from sickle cell. We empathize with you, and I was looking it up, and it says. It is a group disorder that causes red blood cells to become misshapen and break down. With sickle cell disease, an inherited group of disorders, red blood cells contort into a sickle shape. I was actually shocked when I found that out. So that's why it actually gets its name. It says the cells die early, leaving a shortage of healthy red blood cells, sickle cell anemia, and can block blood flow, causing pain and sickle cell crisis. It says treatment can help, but this condition can't be cured. It requires a medical diagnosis, lab test or imaging always required, and it's chronic, so it can last for years or be lifelong.
And it only affects black people.
Funny enough, geez.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Geez. So what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Almost everything just affects us.
Yeah.
Our race. I wonder why. Is it because we take a longer time to age, but we still have to go through all these ailments? Do you think?
Yeah, sometimes I have this theory that God put some balancing things in place.
Lord, he's gonna get us
because he endowed us with so much greatness. But
yeah,
and also if you know your Bible, you know that if you know about the reason why we are where we are, right? In the African diaspora, you know that according to the Bible, it was prophesied. Supposedly our punishment for being disobedient to God. So,
oh boy, you see, disobedience really does not pay. So for those folks that are suffering from sickle cell,
I remember reading somewhere though that sickle cell is actually, you could say, a direct result of some other. It's a flip side of some other thing I don't remember, some other particular biological, let's say, a biological peculiarity we have. A good one this time, but sickle cell is the downside. I don't remember. I can't remember. I remember reading that somewhere. I don't remember what it is though, offhand. Yeah. And also, so yesterday, we had all this comments, as I pointed out to me. There were some people saying, why aren't you guys talking about the MSR thing? And I said yesterday after Azard Live, I said, listen, we're not gonna beat the dead. Well, the horse isn't dead yet because it's in the court. So I guess you could say the horse is growing, and we have to wait until it gets to the court. And what happens. Certain people out there, it seems as though they want us to come here and talk about it every morning to maybe somehow aid in whatever agenda they have. You know, as far as the MSR thing, perhaps aiding or hurting someone.
But if we speak about it, what would the other people that make it a topic of interest speak about?
Exactly. I mean,
because some people there are the talk show hosts that dive deep into this situation
right.
and what's happening.
And then this morning on the WINNFM News, the Prime Minister Pierre from St. Lucia pretty much was saying the same thing I'm saying. He said, listen, we have nothing to do with this, and you're going to have to stop coming here and asking me about this because it's in the court. You know? So I was like, oh, so I'm not the only one.
And now I'm seeing this RICO word all over the place. All over the place, this RICO word is just popping up. I see it there in the U.S. Virgin Islands where this lady was asked to resign because of bribery and other charges. I see it in the news in Guyana because I think a permanent secretary for foreign affairs and along with the Mohammeds are being sanctioned by the U.S. concerning evading taxes. So
Mohammed, like, wow, as in the president?
No.
Oh no, he's Ali. Oh,
he's Ali.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, so they're all being sanctioned by the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been not paying taxes on gold and evading this and evading that. And they're saying that the lady from Foreign Affairs took bribes, according to the news reports. And I'm like, Jesus. As human beings, I don't understand, Jamsa, because I'm going to see you get locked up for bribery. And I'm still going to go into that to get in trouble. Yeah. As we say, whatever is done in the dark comes to light. Why would I be part of that? Because immediately, this is what happened. She went through the USD, handcuffed her, they questioned her. Mind you, she's going about her own business, not knowing they're waiting for her up there. They immediately revoked her visa with immediate effect.
And, you know, we talk about, I mean, I remember back in sometime in the 2010s when they were looking at getting government raises and so on. One of the things that I think the commission presented was that this is something that really should be done because it's what you do to minimize corruption. You pay people more.
But do you really think that's going to stop somebody who has the intent to... imagine you're making this amount of money under the table that you probably won't see in your lifetime. Who said it's not going to be tempting? Who says the person is going to be strong?
It's like more is never enough.
Because sometimes the people that you see end up in these corruptions, Jam said they have money. They're making money. What are you doing in this still? Jail.
But then there's a there's all. But then to me, there's a character part of it to think about because that's one factor. But then, where's the integrity? I mean, you're appointed or elected as a steward of the nation, of the government. That should come first. Yeah. I mean, our country motto sums it up perfectly: "Country above self." We rarely ever see that. That's an aspiration as far as I'm concerned.
Us first, then country later.
Well, it's not even an aspiration because you don't even get the impression people are trying.
Yep.
You know. Hey, let's take a call. Caller, Island T, what's up?
Good morning, man.
Hey, what's up? I'm cool.
You know, it's amazing to hear. It's amazing to hear that you just made that comment about the talk that pay people more so that they don't be corrupted. Because what the Federation of Thinkers and Nevis got to understand that the Attorney General right now, he has made that same comments in the Parliament recently when they rushed that bill through and passed for them to get their increases, and him and the Prime Minister both. They were privy to that information before they went into office. And when they got in, they really did not do what they were supposed to do. If underselling the passport was unlawful and was a criminal act, when they saw persons was doing such that, they should have charged those individuals, and they did not take that necessary steps. And then the case got broke wide open after that. And from my standpoint and my opinion, those two individuals are the main individuals who will take the blame. Even though they might not do nothing, they're not alleged to do nothing, or they're not named in the court proceedings, it's just check it out, man. If the harbor of the thief is more like is the same like the thief, man. You know that saying from the old days. If you harbor a thief in your house, you're just like the thief. So if this new administration came in and they saw these wrongdoings and they didn't take that legal step, then people got to understand and know from a legal standpoint, they are the two who needed to take that necessary step and they didn't. So we wait until the case comes up, and I'm telling you, people think it's neither. This case is real. This is on the U.S. mainland. This is not in Charleston and Bastille. We wait to see when this case comes up, and then we see what happens then. Candisie, good morning to you, and you guys
Morning,
have a
bro.
good day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, AZ. So we were just, I'm sure you heard what we were having a chat about, and we just had Burl making some comments. But as we would have mentioned, and as you said, what Jams would have said, they get more pay, so it avoids them being corrupted.
What's that?
Let's
I
take
didn't hear
another
the honest. Well,
Okay.
actually,
AZ just joined us.
yeah, I didn't hear the conversation before.
Okay,
Okay.
we have another call. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good
what's up?
morning.
Now see here, you see the whole CBI and all the confusion, it done. It done. It started this way. It started that if a person invests, like in here, CBI, citizenship by investment, you invest, a personal individual invests X amount of money in the country, then the person would qualify to apply for citizenship. No, that was good. Doggy went and Doggy coin again some teeth. And then this happened. It's no longer citizenship by investment. Is as the Prime Minister's only named advisor said, we sell citizenship. Is citizenship for sale. He said they do not sell passport, they sell citizenship. I don't know the kind of difference because all of them intertwined. One give you right to the other. When everybody start jumping on the train and getting into the selling of passport business, it became a danger to world national security. All the people, all the commentators, including this, what I'm saying right now, Doyen, whoever, everything that is being said negatively about this business here, has brought about the demise of it. A person cannot be selling a passport that I give you right to enter my country, and you then go sell it to a next man, sell that right to my enemy. That is the problem. And the more it blow up, and the more it is exposed, the more awakened people become to the realities and the dangers involved this selling passport business. It is the closer and closer you get to the bang ground. You hear me? Everybody, all the prime minister, about we do this and we do that. Yes. Nobody want to hear that. In the passport, I'm selling a right that I give you to others who I deny that same right. You pose a real dangerous threat to me directly. Is the problem with the thing. Too much people getting it. It come a big thing like everywhere you hear. CBI passport, the advertising, it done. Bless up.
Okay, great.
Yes. Good morning to everybody. So we have another caller. So
No, we don't have.
what
no,
would
no,
have
no.
spurred this conversation?
Well, we were just. I was just telling her about how yesterday we were talking about how everybody wants us to talk about this
Oh.
MSR thing
Yeah.
ad
Yes.
nauseum.
Yes.
And I was telling you, I don't know if you listened to the news this morning. Prime Minister P of St. Lucia
yeah.
essentially was saying the same thing I'm saying. The thing is in the court.
Mhm.
Why we have nothing to do with it? Why are you guys keep coming in and asking me about it and wanting me to talk about it?
In fact, I listened
know?
to the interview with the Minister of Investment in St. Lucia, and he was saying, as you said, and I said that before, St. Lucia is saying, why are you guys involving me? And what you look at, everyone is holding on to his or her side of the story. No one is budging on what they presented or what they said initially. We have Dr. Honorable Timothy Harris, who says that it has nothing to do with him, basically, in what he made disclose. We have the Honorable Douglas, who said in a press release here on WINNFM, indicated that it is baseless.
Why do you bother to say honorable, though? I'm just wondering.
Oh, but that's beyond the point for now. So,
Especially that guy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Anyway.
that's
Oh,
beyond
boy.
Anyway, I
the point
digress.
right now. Yes.
Digress.
So,
Jamster, please.
and he's saying that the attacks are malicious and baseless. Then you have Caribbean Galaxy, Jamster and Cartencia, that's saying that they have not done anything wrong in terms of there had been no underselling and stuff like that. Then you hear Philippe Martinez on the radio talking about underselling to other developers. So everyone is holding on to his or her story. And as it continues is when we get more information as to what is actually occurring.
Oh boy. And as I was saying too, if we speak about it, then what's going to happen to the other folks that don't, that make it a topic of interest? We will be taking away their shine. So, yeah.
But I mean, we have to be very careful. Yeah.
Exactly.
We have to be very careful in the
Exactly.
sense that these are statements being made by persons who,
gotta be
who
cautious.
are in the mix. We are outside. We do not have any other information differently to what is presented before us by these individuals or by others through the court information. You understand? The first time we heard about the prison, and there was a whole the election, we talked about they talked about the prison, and so we are now seeing where it is that based on conversations prior, there has been some sort of legal action taken in relation. You understand? So we are in a position where we are looking from the outside. We are not inside as persons of knowledge. You understand? So, and everyone, as I said before, everyone is holding on to his or her story. No one is budging. No one is saying that, okay, new information has been disclosed, and as a result, a change. So everyone is holding on to his or her story.
I was actually shocked to find out that this CBI program has been around for 40 years.
Yes,
I guess as a school child, I wasn't paying attention to that. As an adult, I still wasn't paying attention to it. And as I continue to adult, now I know that this program I thought it was something that was recently implemented with all
No.
the fuss that's been being made over the monies and
But
everything.
apparently, they said we are the first country to ever. We're the country that pioneered the
Oh,
concept.
we
Yeah.
did.
So it
Oh,
happened in
okay.
1984 under the People's Action Movement, PAM NRP administration.
So why was it like quiet? Or was it ever quiet?
It was quiet before. I
Uh-huh.
think what came, around 2006, 2008, thereabout, is where you really hear about it more and more in terms of it being, when we have a caller. We heard about it more
Okay.
in that time.
Caller
Especially
go-
when we're looking at the closure of the sugar industry and looking for diversification and
Oh,
ways.
that's when
Yes. So
it was like fully brought to light. Caller, good morning. Go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Good morning, Tensio.
Morning, Jam Down. How
Jam
are
Down,
you?
what's up? Good morning.
And Island Tea.
Yes.
We poor people want to know, why is it when the Prime Minister talking, he playing hurdles over what he do? He had a talk yesterday, and up to now he ain't mentioned the man. Why is it he keep doing this country, them kind of things? Another next to Prime Minister don't clear the hand. And
Yes.
as a member of the court, you must let this country know. and go down the road educating the country that do not come with their sanity. Let go in the court and let it get the truth out the court. They cannot lie in the court.
And
You
that's
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's
It's
why
too much talking.
that's why I
and
say
too much fooling poor people.
that's why I say jam down. A lot
You
of us
understand?
we are
He must
outsiders.
come and tell us about this passport. Where he signed up to Galaxy. Where he running from. Where he trying to find the crab hole. I'm telling you, I will never go against that young man over there in the country. He better than all of them. He better than all of them. And you as a young man and the girl of your tongue, all you got to get all your act together. Because nobody gonna watch shit in the kind of rhetoric there, This country want good life. This country want good life. Look after the poor people. And we ain't seeing it, we ain't getting it. Michelina, good morning. Keep fighting for the poor people.
So
Don't mind the book when they want trying to come at us.
So jam down.
Place in the road. Have a good day.
So jam down.
Yes.
I heard you look like a giant orange at the convention.
Oh yeah, man. I defend greatness, Put it right up on the flag. Love shine brighter than the morning sun, Jamster. Love shine brighter every day. You
Okay.
got to believe this.
Okay, don't. Okay, don't go off the reservation now. Okay. Yeah, you've certainly gone off the reservation. Okay. And on that thought,
Yes,
new caller.
Yes, we have another caller. Call you live on Island T.
After
Thank you
all
so
that
much for
singing.
your contribution, Jam Down. We appreciate your voice.
Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Burl.
good
I
morning.
just wanted to get back in. I just wanted to get back in real quick, man. Let other persons call in.
Yes.
One last point I wanted to make pointedly, right, is that what the people got to remember is when we lost our visa-free status to Canada. It was a same situation like this, and this situation is probably worse. It's gaining more international, recognition. And the danger in all of this stuff that's happening right now is if the EU nations take that step and then require citizens of St. Nevis to need a visa to come to their countries, then this CBI program will be all over. Our passport will not be attractive anymore because that's the one thing why people are trying to get our passports so that they can get all these visa-free access to all of these countries around the world. So if those European nations take that step and make us need a visa to come to their country, then our passport won't be attractive anymore, and then this program will be done and over with. Like the caller before, then like you said, this CBI program will be in the barren ground. All of these politicians are to blame, and they all know what was happening. And my advice to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis is to hit the streets peacefully to protest against corruption. That's the only way you're going to get a change, man. And thanks a lot, man. Candisie, thanks for that, info on sickle cell. Thanks a lot, and you guys have a good day.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your contribution. It really has been. And, yesterday I saw a press release from WINNFM, was it yesterday or this morning? Sometime there. And it indicated that the CBI is going to be, there's going to be a statutory body created.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
good call.
yeah, there's a statutory body created for the CBI, and as Candisie was indicated, yes, this program has been around especially in St. Oh, we have another caller. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, me again quick.
Yes.
What Jam Down is saying, you see, in the mix of the people we got, if we take all those we got, who could qualify for leadership, Timothy Harris is the only man left standing. And you know why too? Because performance matters. What he did for poor people can be erased. Everybody go in and make a bunch of laws and rules to support and enrich the already got. Timothy Harris did not set out to build an economy with the trickle down. He set out to build the economy from the ground up. is the difference that was made, and is why we, and as he said to you, Azard and Natasha Gray, link up, run the country with Timothy Harris, either Azard, Natasha, anybody. Timothy Harris once said to me, he said, yeah, man, nobody could be a leader if they ain't be somebody's apprentice.
Thank you for
We
your
can
contribution.
now have an opportunity under experienced leadership to develop. You need apprentices. As I answer, I know how we go. But the people before jumped the gun. And this is why the country in this state. The captain of the team cannot be a person who never played the game. It means the captain does not know the rules. The whole team as is now is offside. The referee blowing the whistle and the captain making noise with the referee. Captain ain't know. The whole team, including me, offside. We need proper leadership. Is why Harris was tried, tested, and he passed the test. We're going back, so bless you.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your words and your voice.
On to the next.
Oh, we have
Caller,
another
go ahead.
caller. Yes.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Island G.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I heard a few minutes ago the discussion about the inception of the CBI.
Yes.
And as I said, it really did take off around 2006, 2008 as we diversified. But one of the key players is that they removed the limits on who could partake in the CBI. It was before limited to, I think, two partners, Powell and Mitcham. So any registered member could have take part in the CBI application process after that. The other thing I wanted to touch on is Azard's input regarding the current play involving the MSR lawsuit. The matter of underselling became illegal under Terence Drew's administration. What weight does the claimant have about it being an issue prior to that happening? And also, if it became illegal under Drew's administration, and Drew would have approved CBI application after making it illegal, should he be included in the lawsuit? Is what I'd like as a legal input on.
So the last thing again.
It became illegal under Drew's administration due to the changes they would have made. If he would have approved applications that were undersold
During the
after that
passing.
process,
But
passing it,
yeah, so you see,
should he be
if it becomes
included in the lawsuit?
if it becomes a criminal matter, then you have the DPP's office that really runs with criminal charges and investigations through the police, and then it would be.
Sorry, not so much on the criminal aspect.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, if my claim is that underselling was a problem, it was not an illegal matter, and so I could have.
But you see, I understand what you're saying, but what, and I have to look at the legislation as it relates to the underselling now that has been passed by the administration, Drew administration, because when you look at the RICO matter, you see that is a civil matter, because even the Miss Joseph of St. Lucia asked him, so what are you going to get out of this, because it's a civil matter? What are you what would be your compensation? And that's when Martinez, I think if I'm not incorrect, stopped and said, well, he cannot go further in relation to that. He won't answer that at this point in time. That was in interview number 1, if I'm not mistaken. So it has been brought, yes, but it's coming under much of compensation for him, because at the end of the day, he is the claimant in the matter when it came to the RICO matter.
Right, but if underselling isn't something that was illegal or outright banned.
Yes.
He's something that he couldn't keep up, but that's a matter that he could have adjusted to the environment. Because
Yeah,
it was
if there's
very-
legislation that speaks on it, as you indicated, through the Drew administration, as someone affected by it, and I really would look at it because it's something that has been recently passed and now in discussion, and to see what is the ramification, what offense has been created, so to speak, pursuant to the legislation. Because we could be talking about it, and then when we read it, its language is something else. So I would make it my task to read it.
and
Okay.
you will update me
Yes.
as I tune in.
Yes.
coming days.
Mhm.
I'd appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you so much, Carl, for your contribution. Very good questions that you have asked.
Okay. 8:35. Let's take another call. Call. Go right ahead.
Good morning to everybody.
Hey, what's up?
In
Good
Jesus'
morning.
name.
Hey, Gregory, how are
Morning.
you this morning?
I'm blessed in Jesus' name. Thank God for everything.
What's your contribution on the CBI matter? It's been much conversation on it this morning.
Yes, well, too bad I tuned in very late. Very late.
You have anything to say on
but
the
my-
topic?
But yeah, my constitution, my opinion on what I have to say on the topic is this, and it's quite simple. It's very, very simple. Unless we start to do things the Bible way, everything is going to continually go wrong. And the CBI program goes against the Bible way of doing things.
In
And
what
like I
in
said,
what way? In what way? Expound on that briefly, so we can have a full understanding of what you speak of.
Okay. What I simply mean is that government, number one, when it comes to like selling passports and that sort of stuff for government to make money to run the country, that's not that's not a part of the way that the Bible says government is to do things. Because government is not supposed to run the country anyway. The private sector is supposed to be doing that. Government is supposed to be just involved in executing justice and approving of those who do good. Selling passport to make the load of money to run country, that sort of stuff, goes against the Bible. And not only that, but the Bible also tell you kings are not supposed to multiply gold and silver. In other words, kings are not supposed to do things, enforce taxes as to make lots of money. What we are doing is continually going against the Bible. And we love to say, oh, we know these things. No, we don't know these things because we don't do them.
Okay.
And the more we continue to go down this road of disobedience to the Bible, is the more we are destroying ourselves. And Jesus will make sure that none of the political parties are good for saying kids. All of them are deadly and very bad for saying kids. None of them is good.
Okay.
All of them is basically the same.
Okay.
Government should own this, own that, provide this, provide that, organize this, organize that, run this, run that. That's not the way the Bible says we
Yeah,
want to
but-
go.
but-
And we do
but-
not know what the Bible says.
But that's a separate issue. That whole your ideas,
yeah,
your crazy
I'm
ideas that
doing-
everything should be private. That's a whole separate issue. I don't want us to go down that road now.
And by the way, we encourage the government to engage in all sorts of unsavory association and doing all sorts of very immoral, destructive, ruinous acts for saying it's because when we demand of the government to be continually doing this and doing that and providing this and providing that and all sort of stuff, government have to find the money. And until they put the extra taxes on us to find the money to do all that we're demanding and increasingly demanding of the government to do, these are the kind of things that government are going to engage in because they are pressured by the people to engage in these acts by us continually demanding all sorts of stuff of them for them to do. And we think it is free, but it's not free. It takes money to do all that the people are demanding of the government to do. So the people themselves have a lot to be blamed for as to why our governments, all of them, engage in things that are very bad and destructive to us.
Okay. Thank
We
you,
need to learn
Gregory.
the Bible.
Thank you, Gregory, for your contribution.
Okay,
So
on
just
to the next one.
yeah, we
On
have
to the
another
next, yeah.
caller.
Caller, go right ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning. I want to make another point real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Azard, right?
Yes.
I asked you the question before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was underselling the passport deemed an unlawful act before this administration came in?
And that is the
This is
vital.
one of the big legal. This is one of the big legal questions.
And
that's
that is
gonna
why,
come up.
yeah, bro, yeah, it is. It is one that is coming up, and that is why I'm going to look at the act that has been passed in relation to it.
If that's the case, man, and this administration came in and they had information privy to when Martinez filed these cases, and they did not take that necessary legal step to charge those persons.
And
I
then-
mean, this prime minister and this AG is in trouble.
And bro, let me say this.
Believe
Let me say this,
They
bro.
don't have to-
Remember
the
that.
public doesn't
that-
have to be the public. Let me
Yeah,
finish
go
off
ahead,
that
bro. Yeah.
statement. The general public, right, started asking the question, right? Are they just now selling passports? They got offended because they want to keep the narrative as their investment. But look at what's coming out right now. It just appears like they were just selling the passports for real.
Mhm. So, bro, if
And
there's an
that
act,
means-
if there's an act passed, so just before you go on to the next point, if there's an act passed here in St. Kitts and Nevis, then it's be for our courts to enforce it and for any matter to be brought locally by the act that has been passed by us. When we look at the when we look at the RICO Act, right, the RICO Act, and I just want to give persons some clarification as it relates to it. It is a United States federal act that provides for extended criminal penalties and a civil cause of action for acts performed as part of an ongoing criminal organization. So what it does, it provides for extended criminal penalties and a civil cause of action for acts performed as part of an ongoing criminal organization. So when you talk about a civil cause of action, it means it gives a private individual the right to bring an action against an individual who might, for other purposes, might not have had a cause of action before, because these would be what is referred to as criminal matters. So it provides.
And that's what this guy Martinez has done.
It provides.
Them warning.
It provides a
He provided
civil
information
cause
that
of
gave them
action.
warning.
And once you provide a civil cause of action, it means that a private citizen could bring the matter. So just to extend as well, I just want to so the RICO statute contains a provision that allows for the commencement of a civil action by a private party to recover damages sustained as a result of the commission of a RICO predicate offense. So as a
and that's exactly what this guy has done. He's taking advantage of the situation. That's what he has done. He's protecting his business interests. But what I'm focusing on too is that this administration here, when they try to put it to the public that they have made changes, they didn't need to make no changes for this to be a criminal act, underselling of the passport. If that framework was already there before this administration came in, therefore when they got that information, they didn't need to slide wine around anything. They saw people breaking the law. That framework had to be in there according to that prior commentary. Underselling of the passport prices, whatever prices was already set and there before this administration came in. So at the moment when people started undercutting those prices, that was breaking the law at that point already. Those things were already happening before this administration came in. And so when this prime minister saw that when he saw that happening, he got information before he got in, and right as he take office, if he sees this underselling of the passports was happening, it was criminal act already, even before they make changes. The only one step for them to have done, him and the AG, was to charge those individuals. Bro, all I'm going to say, bro, wait until this case starts on the U.S. mainland. We are not in Charlestown and we're not in Pasteur. This, when all this evidence comes out in court, this might jump to be a criminal case after that. Whoever get caught up in that web, I'm sorry for them, bro, because this stuff been going on for too long and it needs to get cleaned up. No local politicians on the ground is trying to clean up this mess because they're all involved. But we watch the ride as those Jamaicans say, man. And me personally, I have my popcorn and my drinks and everything, just watching this from a distance, man. And you guys have a good day. JC Taylor, hail up, man. Keep your popcorn.
Happy
close by,
Happy
bro.
Juneteenth.
Thanks.
Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Don't forget that, man. Freedom by all means necessary.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, let's take a break. Come back.
Yes.
Found the sound 98.9.
Let's go, Dad. I want to be early for school.
Is that my cologne? Didn't I give you money to buy your own?
I deposited that money on my Sure Start account from CIBC Caribbean. Dad, look how much I've saved. In another 10 years, I'll have money for...
Let's go. With time, you'll have enough to buy your old man a sports car.
Teach your children to save for the future. Open an account that grows with your little one. Choose Sure Start from CIBC Caribbean.
It's new and only at ICWI, the insurance company of the West Indies. Receive free windscreen cover when you purchase your third-party policy with ICWI. You heard right. Free windscreen cover with your third-party policy for only a limited time. If you're a third-party policy holder, take advantage of this limited time offer and switch to ICWI for added protection. Isn't it time you experience insurance the ICWI way? Conditions apply. Click, call, or visit ICWI today. Visit us at 1C Bird Rock Road. Call 465-8753 or ICWI.com.
If you think the TDC 10 sale at Home and Building was massive, then we have another one for you. TDC Automotive Division in St. Kitts is having a massive spare parts sale. This and every Friday until June 28th, 2024. Not 50 or 60 or 70, but up to 85% off genuine spare parts. You heard me right. We got shocks, bearings, brakes, pads, belts, spark plugs, hoses, rods, horns, headlamps, mirrors, bulbs, and much more. Everything must go. Sorry, I'm so tired. This and every Friday until June 28th, 2024. Go to TDC Automotive Division at the C.A. Paul Southwood Industrial Site in St. Kitts for this massive spare parts sale. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details. Remember, at TDC, together we succeed.
When the place get hotter than a furnace, somebody turn on the water pipe and cool it down, cool it down. Yeah, when the dance get hotter than a
847. Tabulous, you crazy for this one. It's little culture flavor. Heat wave.
You got the music up behind there. Well, that's a rhythm up.
Rhythm up, as the
Rhythm
guy
up.
said. Yes, rhythm
So
up.
before we go on to our next topic, I just want to bring it down, and I just want to, for persons out there, we talk about the RICO again, and I just want, define the RICO. It's the Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organization RICO Act, and it's a United States federal law that provides for extended criminal penalties and a civil cause of action for acts performed as part of an ongoing criminal organization. And what it does, in essence, it provides civil provisions, and so the RICO statute provides a provision that allows for the commencement of a civil action by a private party to recover damages sustained as a result of the commission of a RICO predicate offense. Okay, so that is how Philip Martinez was able to, as a private citizen, bring matters under this to recover damages as a private individual. Yes, so this discussion has been hot with the CBI, and again, just to conclude before we move on, is the fact that it has been there. We had the CBI program since 1984, and of course, I think around 2006, 2008, talking about diversification. With closure of the sugar industry, the Sinks and Nevis is going into a different direction. You see, really, the expansion of the program, and we are really much talk about the program and changes to the program. We heard a caller talk about the expansion of persons involved in the program as well. And so it has really expanded, and we've seen we are now in recent times, even the European countries, and you see the United States and everybody talking about the CBI programs and stuff, especially in our region. And we have a caller. Caller, you're live on Island T.
Yeah, we lost that caller. Caller, you can call back.
On to the next caller. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Cleo. How are you?
I am good. How are you guys?
Wonderful. It's really a hot seat this morning. The callers have been calling in.
I wake up late.
Oh, you wake up late. You need to go back after this and listen, because you miss a lot.
I'm from what I'm getting from this thing, right? I listened to a tape from Tim, right? And
Yes.
Tim is saying, it's Mark, bring him here. It's Mark, it's this and Tara, and this man is a criminal, and this man was this, and this man had this case and was in jail and whatever. But my thing is, as the Prime Minister, as the Commander-in-Chief, as we say for St. Kitts, when he was in office, as the one who was holding the people's purse, why didn't he do his due diligence? You can't come tell the people, it's Mark, bring him here. You bear responsibility too. Everybody grow up and take responsibility. Stop with the throwing it's this person and that person, because God knows that this thing about underselling passport ain't just started yesterday. Ain't just started on the Timothy regime. And I just started. They need to stop the mess and clean the mess up. Cut it out. Mr. Harris, you was the Prime Minister. Don't come tell a citizen like some schoolboy. If he hit me, if he took me lunch. No. You was the Commander-in-Chief.
Oh, boy.
If Mark bring the man, you should have do due diligence. Because, and then he said that, and then, hey, Sinkies people, we're really amazing. Because somebody pull up a video with Mr. Harris endorsing the man, actually pronouncing God blessing on the man, and his company or whatever he have. So you see, people, Mr. Harris, again, take responsibility. Say, I dropped the ball. Escape people, please to forgive me. I dropped the ball as the Prime Minister, when I was the Prime Minister, as the one who was holding the purse. You cannot come tell people foolishness. No. They all need to clean this mess up. You have a good day.
You too,
Thank
Cleo.
you for your
Thanks
contribution, Cleo.